The mind is so unbelievably amazing, isn't it? It's just fucking amazing. It makes me. I sometimes lay in bed at night thinking about two things: the universe, which blows my mind, and then our universe here, which is just as infinite as the thing out there. I don't know. Maybe there's a connection, but on the subject of belief, which I just love. I remember Earl Nightingale. Now, if you don't know the name Earl Nightingale, look him up. He was back in the early part of the 20th century's 30s, 40s, 50s. He had the first golden record album for a spoken album, and it was about belief. And I think one of the sayings that he used to say, and he didn't discover this, this has been around for a long time, is you are what you think about. You are what you think about. I remember, when it comes to business, I'm in sales. That's my thing. I sell. I love to sell. I love to sell stuff, and the success of knowing that someone's going to use a product that they really love and that they can do something with it. Whether it's help humanity, help themselves, make money, make better ice cream, a better research tool, whatever. That's the coolest thing in the world. That's why business and sales is so cool. And what's funny is business and sales are everywhere, right? I mean, the pastor that's up at the pulpit that's expressing his joy for what he believes in, and hoping that the people out there, his flock, listen to him and that they take on some of that belief that may help them that next day do some things. Or the mom that is nurturing her daughter to do a better job cleaning her bedroom, and every day she puts in that effort, every day she puts in it, where one day her child will in fact take that on and probably teach that to her child. We're all in the world of belief. We're all in the world of selling something. That's what I believe. So when I look at someone in business, for example, and they have a very difficult task ahead of them, maybe it's a product that's never been seen before, for example. Well, I'll tell you, it truly is a matter of belief at that point. The best business people in the world are like evangelists in front of that pulpit. They're like people who really believe so much that they're a tad annoying maybe, but they know exactly what they're talking about because there is no doubt in their mind. That's belief. Belief is more than just saying to yourself, "Yeah, I know I'm going to make that foul shot." Belief is having no doubt whatsoever you're going to make that foul shot under any circumstances. Belief is spirit. It's a combination of heart and mind and spirit and soul and memory and teachings, and belief is everything fundamental to what we really do as a human species. I'm constantly faced with my own doubts because I am human, and the doubts of so many people around me. Now, I'm a pretty optimistic guy, so I know how to tame my doubts. I know the core of my beliefs in terms of where I put my efforts and what I think will work and won't work and so forth. And often when I think to myself, shit, this is not going to work, I question myself, because am I saying that because I'm believing that because that's what I think without really knowing that in fact it may work? Or is it true that it may not work? It's a little bit of a screw up, really. But when you really come down to it, if you only depend on this, which is not a bad thing to depend on, the mind and the logical reasoning of whether something is good, bad, right, wrong, will it work, won't it work, well, then you're probably wondering whether or not you're convincing yourself of something, justifying your actions. But where it comes from is right here, the heart and soul of what you're doing. Whether, again, it's in a business, in sales, in raising a family, in front of a congregation in a church, a political campaign. Belief is something that once you have it and once you express it, it is contagious. May not be at first, but eventually, if that belief keeps becoming propagated out in the marketplace, your marketplace, whatever it is, it's amazing how many people start to listen. Because once the evangelist stops preaching whatever it is that they believe, and they start doubting themselves because no one's listening, that's when the message breaks down. That's why they say it's the darkest right before the light. Belief is something that comes from here. You use this and you preach it. You make it out there. You put it out there in a big way. That's belief. Have belief. Whatever you're doing, sure, do this, but if it seems right and it feels right, go for it. And don't let the doubters kill it. Believe me. Have a great day.